whole with a decimal times a decimal. Now, whenever you're multiplying, your product is going to be smaller than the whole number you start with. So my answer is going to be smaller than 1.6. I'm going to shade in 1.6 vertically in blue, and then I'm going to end up shading 0.5 horizontally across all the figures in red. And that's where I can look at it and see what my product's going to be. So I shaded in 1.6 vertically. I'll shade in 0.5 horizontally, like I said, across all the figures. And then I'm going to make boxes around both figures, and that's going to help me find out my product of the first one. It's a 5 by 10 array, which means that I have 50 hundredths. This array, after I make the box, that's going to be a 5 by 6 array or a 6 by 5 array, which means it'll be worth 30 boxes. And if I add those two together, I would get 80 hundredths as my answer, which is smaller than 1.6, and that's correct. Now for this visual, I'm going to need to shade in 2.4 vertically, so it's going to take 3 figures. I'm shading in one hole, I'm going to shade in another hole, and then I'm going to shade in 4/10 of this last figure, all being done vertically. Now I'm going to change to my color red and shade in 0.7 horizontally. And this is going to go across all the figures. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, and I figure out what boxes have both colors. So I'm kind of boxing it around. I have an array that is 10 by 7, so that's 70 hundredths. I have another array or a box that is a 10 by 7, so that is 70 hundredths again. And then my last box, or once I put it around, I'm going to figure out the array is going to be a 4 by 7 or 7 by 4, and that is worth 28 hundredths. I gotta make some space to add it all up. I'm going to have 70 hundredths plus 70 hundredths plus 28 hundredths. I have 8. Add together 16, carry the 1, 1.68. So 2.4 times 0.1 times 0.7 is 1.68, which is smaller than the whole number I started with.